online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
A rarity of Jack Swagger's music playing at the start of the show, and a rarity that we got a full panel here tonight for AfterBuzz SmackDown, which you're watching live on AfterBuzzTV.com, the YouTube AfterBuzz TV page, and of course, listen on iTunes and SoundCloud. Like, subscribe, give those 5 stars, and tell a friend as we start chatting about SmackDown. Welcome, everybody. I am Christian Rosenberg. Follow me on Twitter at RealRosenberg, Instagram at TheRealRosenberg. Like I said, full house today. Right next to me, he's back. He was off a couple weeks at Rome the Ruler, Rome Moore.
Yeah, in the house again. The internet's blowing up. Meek Mill finally responded. Hulk Hogan never existed. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Well, we'll get to him in a minute. Of course, I'm talking about Meek Mill. Over on the other side of the table, at Curtain Jerk, Scott Narver.
Oh, it's fun to be here. Full panel. Love it. We're all breathing in the same air.
All of us are sharing that same air.
We the people.
We the people indeed.
Oh, I just started feeling a little bit uncomfortable after that comment.
At Kaori Takee is also here.
Hello, everybody!
So we're gonna get into SmackDown because we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and we really have to go right off the bat with news and gossip, and it's really kind of the main topic over this last week, and that is, of course, the fact that Hulk Hogan's gone, and we've been, yeah, that's pretty much kind of the joke I've done over the last several weeks with CM Punk, but now we got to kind of bring this up. We've talked about it on Raw AfterBuzz, we've talked about it on Tough Enough AfterBuzz. Pretty much my take on it is, obviously, there are all different ways you can look at this thing. You can look at, all right, his privacy was invaded. You can look at what he was physically or was actually saying, etc., etc. My key thing is the fact that WWE now today is doing more charity work and more things for anti-bullying, Special Olympics, all this stuff. So many PR things are happening with WWE now. And they really are this quote-unquote PG setting. So when something like this comes out, regardless of whether it was right or wrong, regardless of whether he should not have been recorded or not, they have to take action, because then all this other stuff will turn into a PR nightmare for them. And then the big thing that I want to make sure is that they do this for everyone across the board. Hulk Hogan said what he said, saying the racial slurs, etc. He is gone, and pretty much they're forgetting that he existed, at least right now. If all of a sudden a Randy Orton or a Seth Rollins or Zack Ryder, whoever it is on the card, if all of a sudden somehow they got caught saying anything that was insensitive to races, sexism, you know, anything insulting someone's sexuality, any of those type of things, the same type of action would have to be done, regardless of who it is. Otherwise, then they're doing something where it's like almost Hulk Hogan was set up. That's kind of my thought on it, and I know I got to talk about it on Tough Enough on Tuesday.
Set up, okay. I mean, hey, you got set up. Somebody whipped him off the ropes and gave him the big boot in the leg drop.
No, I mean, I'm not saying he was set up. I'm talking about the fact that if for some reason, just if randomly say all of a sudden Randy Orton got caught saying things similar to what Hulk Hogan said, and he was not treated the same way.
If Randy Orton got caught saying something similar, I really have to question me being a fan of professional wrestling.
Right, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I get. I'm just messing with you. Yeah. But I get what you're going. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, granted, they're in the PG world. It's a publicly traded company. You have that situation going on, but on the other side, you also have history and so many years of the WWE playing to racial stereotypes and all of that stuff. Like when the who were the 3 Latino wrestlers?
Mexicools.
Yeah,
Los Matadores.
Which we'll get to in a little bit.
We'll get to them. Like when that happened, the first time I saw them on the screen, the first thing I said was, "What the hell is the WWE doing?" Like, wow. Oh, we're taking it there, like that far. I've seen a lot of racist stuff in wrestling. I've been a professional wrestler from the state of Alabama. I've seen my share of racist crap in wrestling, but that was one of those things where I'm like, wow, you're forcing these guys, like you're paying them to do it now to play to their own stereotype. Didn't really know how I felt about it. When it comes to Hulk Hogan, like I said, I didn't have a problem at first with the radio interview, whatever. That's cool. But after that, the thing from the sex tape from Gawker and what he said about The Rock and what he said about Brooke especially really let us know, like, oh, this is who you are. I didn't know that personally. As a black man in America, I didn't know Hulk Hogan was that guy. So, like, when that happened, yeah, it did change my opinion of him a little bit. Whether he got fired or not, I don't even have to have an opinion on that because he was fired when I found out about the story or resigned, whatever they want to say. But when you get caught in that type of position for that type of company, you have to step down. You don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Guys, we're all a little racist, and I'm racist against intolerant orange people. So, there, I said
Wow.
it.
There it is.
The orange people.
Oompa Loompas. You don't
Yeah.
like that.
No
And the
Oompa
Hogans. So orange. Those orange people.
You know, before like WrestleManias, you know, with all the tanning they do,
Yeah.
they turn a little orange.
I'm okay with bronze people, but orange people,
Orange.
I
No.
don't tolerate them.
No.
No.
All right, you heard it
They're
here
all
first,
intolerant.
everybody.
I don't like it.
Gawker might pick this up.
Good.
They might.
Gawk away. And he's a shirt ruiner.
Oh man, Syracuse is gonna hate you.
Fine.
Ah,
Bring it.
I like that one. That was
Don't
good.
orange me.
And he's guilty of ripping lots of shirts.
Yeah, he ruined shirts. Perfectly good shirts that could be donated.
There's some kids in Africa walking around with half torn up.
They have to try and sell it, and they're too weak.
Hey,
can't do
they
it.
keep getting the losing Super Bowl teams T-shirts. Don't forget that. Whoever, because they made all those T-shirts for both teams in the Super Bowl, and the losers they just go somewhere.
There should be loser championship shirts for the losers at WrestleMania. Like whatever the main event is, like there should be winner championship shirts, and then the
Yeah.
other ones are the stack of shirts that whoever in the main event doesn't win.
I want to see just a line of T-shirts for the streak, but the losing side. I think that would work.
I was the number 6 in 22-1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Imagine how high CM Punk's would be.
I'm 21 in 22-1.
I'd buy Big Boss Man's.
Ah, that's
There
a
it
good
is.
one.
I'd go with John Gonzalez.
There you go.
Have to.
But it wouldn't be a
That's
shirt;
really
it'd be a whole body outfit with
Yes,
just hair.
that's why I want it.
just hairy.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this week's SmackDown. Helen from Tulsa, and starts off with our current WWE World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins,
The breaker of noses.
the breaker of noses. Yeah, he was bragging in this promo about breaking John Cena's nose, and that looked disgusting on Raw.
It still looks kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it didn't get nice over time.
It's like, damn. One of those moments.
It
Yeah.
did kind of make it made John Cena look really powerful. How he stuck it in there and just like a champ, just keep going at it, like letting it happen.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's what you got to do when you're in these positions. Triple H tore quad mid-match and wrestled for 10, 15 more minutes. John Cena probably had a lot of trouble breathing those last 10 minutes of the match. Then Triple H also, RVD broke like something in his throat in the chamber.
No, he crushed Triple H's trachea.
That was it. He crushed his trachea, and Triple H still kind of finished up the match. So
Show must go on.
yeah, you got to keep going, because if you suddenly don't, like that former Sin Cara did, when all of a sudden he broke his pinky.
That finger was broken.
Yes.
Come on, man.
He broke the finger. Hey, I'm not saying that's gonna hurt. I ain't denying that. That's gonna hurt as hell. But all of a sudden the ref stops the match. Then you got a guy who can't breathe right. Oh, we're gonna go for 10 more minutes.
Yeah, because his finger was fine.
And you always need your finger.
Yeah, you always
Especially
need
the
your finger.
pinky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
it's a big deal, man. You wrestle with a broken finger. See how long you go.
You told me.
Yeah.
You told me there.
You know what? I actually have.
Oh.
And it really does hurt.
Welcome
Which finger
the
is
new
it?
Sin Cara to the show.
Ring finger.
Ooh.
Dislocated.
Ooh.
No, actually, it was the middle finger on this hand.
Oh.
Dislocated and broke it.
Did you
Yeah.
It was
did you
weird.
know it was broken as it was
Oh
happening?
yeah, yeah.
or
It
you
was
kinda
like it was down here.
It was-
Yeah, like I got up and my finger was.
me and Alexis are making the same.
Yeah, they're both
Yeah,
shaking their
well,
hands.
Have you told the WWE you could be the new Sin Cara?
I could.
Since you
I
can
could.
withstand
I can
finger
withstand
breaking?
that pain, which makes me the toughest wrestler ever.
Yeah.
right above Cena.
They
Right
need
there.
another
there.
tough enough for the new Sin Cara.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Come on, they looking for more black guys now. They need us after the whole Hulk Hogan debacle.
It's true.
Kofi can win some matches now.
We can only hope. We can only hope.
I know.
So while Rollins is bragging, out comes Cesaro, interrupts him, and this leads into a rematch from last Friday. It's Thursdays now, right? Last Thursday's SmackDown. It used to be on Fridays.
It's okay. I still get like,
Yeah.
it's a Thursday night.
Is this main event? I don't even,
Yeah.
I keep mixing the shows up. Rollins and Cesaro rematch, but the match only really goes for a few minutes. Owens walked down the ramp right away. Cesaro was going for his swing. Owens came in, started beating him up, caused a DQ. And we think that's the end of that. But in a little bit, we find out not so much.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I felt like I had to do that with your,
very dramatic.
your voice.
It was,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Mm-hmm. But before we get into that, we got 8-man tag action. I sounded like an 80s DJ.
Yeah,
there,
you
didn't
did. You
Yeah.
did. I thought that was like a stripper about to come out of a bad lit club.
Well, I don't know.
Coming up,
When you
coming
see
up.
strippers walking in with
Next coming out on stage, we got Los Matadores and El Torito. Give them some love. Don't forget those dollar bills for the Lucha Dragons, because they're out there as well.
Make it a ring.
Make it rain.
Thank you for that. I deserve that. Matadors and Lucha Dragons take it on the team of the New Day and Ascension, which is an odd pairing. New Day, they're talking about how nobody wants to see the Matadors or the Lucha Dragons as the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. But, of course, they want to see them. They start giving each other nicknames, including my favorite, Big E, known as Big Wool, because he's a heavy sweater.
That was great.
Yeah, that's right, Alexis, our engineer. She's giving me the puzzled look. Because he sweats a lot,
I love that stuff.
they were calling him Big Wool.
Now these put downs are just going too far now.
He's put
That's too
that
far.
they
But
complimented
it's
him
a
with
raise
that.
up.
Yeah. Well,
That was
Big
that
E
was,
liked it.
that was Xavier Woods complimenting Big
Yeah.
E.
never mind.
I love those things, the little puns.
Yeah, those are fun. Fun
Yeah.
puns.
Bad puns. I have a friend who would love that pun, but I hate bad puns.
What would you call Big E? What would your nickname be for him, Ron?
He also has the tricep meat, remember, as Xavier Woods also calls it.
That's true. But that one fits.
Because his arms are bigger than
Yeah.
my head.
And you have an
I have
incredibly
a
large
huge
head.
head.
People don't know. I hope you got a widescreen. Whatever.
I
you're watching
have
this on.
custom-made headphones
Yeah.
because the regular ones here cannot fit my head.
Actually,
Rosie's head is brought to you by LG.
someone in the chat, and I forgot who, excuse me, actually just commented on how jacked you are.
Oh nah.
What do you know?
Blush.
I like how Rosie's like,
Now, if Biggie is
me over?
if Biggie is tricep meat, this is. Well, I'm trying to think. What would we call your tricep?
this is a
Bicep
meme right
beefcake.
here.
The funny thing is, I'm sitting here like my arms are small right now. I don't even.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's
You want
not.
me to
It's
feel
not
better. You
It's,
want me to make you feel better?
Uh-oh.
oh, there it is. There it is.
All the way up.
Yep. All right.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Do you feel?
crap.
Put it out there.
Dude,
Put it out there.
Let's check it.
No, you can do
Are
pinky.
you as pasty as
He's really
Rosie?
pasty for
Hold
one.
on, Lady Hogan. Hold on, Lady Hogan. Let's back up.
I like how your forearm goes all the way up your shoulder like that. good stuff.
It's easy to break into cars that way.
That's true. It's
Lock your keys in your car. I can help you out.
Mr. Incredible.
That's what's got it. That's why he's on the show.
That's
right.
it.
Because we always get locked out of the
get locked
studio.
out.
Like, they don't want to do the show anymore, but Scott finds a way to get us in.
That's right. Mr. Fantastic.
Like, yeah, Mr. Fantastic. I mean, yep, that's him.
Real fun 8-man tag between these guys. But then we had some dissension between Ascension and New Day. And Victor tagged himself in while Big E was getting ready to hit the big ending. And that leads to Kalisto rolling him up, getting the win for his team. Another big win for Lucha Dragons. And Primetime Players were on commentary making fun of everybody the whole time.
And taking notes.
Darren Young was astute with his reading glasses and taking notes on their potential SummerSlam opponents.
Yeah, like big fancy librarian glasses while taking notes. Very funny.
Then we go backstage with Kevin Owens, and he's got a suitcase. He's leaving the arena, but Rich Brennan, oh sneaky little Rich Brennan, he catches up to him and lets him know, hey, you have a match tonight. The Authority announced that you're going to team with Seth Rollins against Cesaro and a partner of his choosing. And Owens said, "Oh, you might be sorry for stopping me, but you're not going to be as sorry as whoever agrees to be Cesaro's partner." Then we get Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Oh, God, this is getting so good. I'm so happy with Luke Harper.
Okay.
I know that got weird.
Yeah, that got
You made that really weird.
that got really, really weird.
Hey,
I mean,
there's some things on these shows that I like a lot, okay? And I love Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper.
I've never heard him.
I don't want to come sit back next to you.
Everyone, come over here, everybody.
I love it so much.
Hey.
It's so good.
Oh my God, guys, this was just so good.
Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper.
So good.
You're turning into Brando in Apocalypse Now.
Just it's so good. I just come and not you, Roman. Just nobody, not you, okay?
You're welcome, everyone. You're welcome for that. By the way, and Scott and I were at the WWE Live event last week in
And that's
in
all
LA.
that happened at that show. It's just
Oh, this is great. Can you get a hot dog? Please, give me a hot dog.
That's pretty much how the show went. But no, I just thought it was hilarious what Luke Harper was doing in his non-televised match. All of a sudden, Luke Harper was playing the role of strongman.
that's right. He kept doing the strongman poses. He kept doing this.
He kept flexing.
Oh my God!
which
it
was hilarious.
Hysterical. It was so great. That guy can do anything.
I'm like, where's this Luke Harper been? And can we get more of it?
More of it, please.
Harper talking about how now he has everything he's ever wanted thanks to Bray, and they continue talking about how they're here to fix the mistake, and again going on with the anyone but you, Roman, Ambrose, stay out of our way. This is leading to some type of tag, or potential 6-man tag, but we need to know who the third man for each team will be.
It's really amazing that they turned into the fans from the Royal Rumble in Philadelphia. That's who they're playing. Anyone but you, Roman. Like, they're the fans of the Rumble. Just saying, like, no, we don't want you in the main event. So they're attacking them.
And I think things like this have actually helped Roman get over even more. Because I feel Roman is really, really popular now with the WWE Universe. Like, even more, because that Rumble, building up to WrestleMania, just like, no, we don't want him there. He's not there yet. He's not there yet. But then when he lost, and has all these other matches with Bray, matches with Big Show, 4-way with Rollins, and all this. So, like, oh, now we're okay with it. And that's really, I think, what he needed. And I think he's been doing great with it.
Yeah.
And I'm really, really excited for however this match turns out to be for SummerSlam.
The fans had to give him their baptism by fire.
Yes, exactly. Then we get Rusev versus Jack Swagger. They are building this matchup as a huge rematch from last year's SummerSlam.
Yes or no?
For what, this match?
This idea.
Well,
It's a stretch.
being that Jack Swagger has not won a match in God knows how long, and has not even had an intro in God knows how long.
Been too present.
And here he is with an intro and with like a 15-minute plus match with Rusev. It was in Oklahoma, his home turf. To me, it's crazy to say, I almost feel like this was like a swan song type of match for him. I almost feel like he had like the hometown feel. They gave him a lot more time than he's been getting.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, he loses. But then at the end of the match, Rusev went to attack him, but Swagger countered, got in the Patriot Lock, and Rusev escaped. And it's Swagger standing tall in the ring. Rusev's feuding with Dolph Ziggler right now. Meanwhile, Swagger just stood tall.
Confusing a bit.
A little. But, I mean, to me, it's almost... I'm not saying he's going anywhere, because I have no idea. But the way they set it up, it almost felt like, oh, this was like a nice type of send-off for him, because we haven't seen any of this really since last year's SummerSlam.
Well, yeah, Joseph says he hasn't won and has had an intro since they took Zeb away from him. Is that true?
It's a long
That's
time.
a long
Yeah,
time.
it's been a while.
Yeah, crap.
It is like
Wow.
SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been forever.
What if he just drops the name, has a new name, and goes into NXT as a new guy? Starts fresh.
I mean, it's worked for a couple people. I got nothing. I got no problem with it. He is a former world champion though.
True.
And he's been around a long time. Some of the guys that went down in NXT and then back up have not been around. Well, I take that back because Tyson Kidd did it. He's been around as long as Swagger.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe. No, we'll see. Backstage with Cesaro, they're wondering, hey, do you have a partner yet? And he's like, nope. That was pretty much that.
It was like, oh, poor Cesaro.
Perfect recap.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
They never ask him what music he's listening to.
And what are on those beats?
I can totally imagine him listening to French rap.
Think so?
Yes,
Who's the
this
popular-
is how
Yeah,
I
I'm like-
imagine what he's doing with those headphones.
Give us some. Give us the French Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
can
that
you
right
can you drop some rhymes?
He's like, ah ouais, bonjour, c'est moi, Cesaro. Right, you know?
Was that a rhyme? I have no idea.
now? You don't know what she said?
I heard
I did
bonjour.
very easy
I heard bonjour.
French.
That was like 101. That was like.
I took
day
Spanish. I never took French.
Oh,
Wow, Core's disgusted with me.
Robo's too, a little bit.
one. Just slightly.
What? You never took French? I am done with you.
Took French in 8th grade.
Is there a great French rapper that should be doing Cesaro's theme music?
Menelique.
How do you spell that?
Menelilik.
Oh.
All right. Look him up, people.
Let's make it happen.
That was Corey's French street cred.
There it is.
Cesaro's song needs lyrics.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, his old theme song that he used to come into
Yeah, that
had
first
French in
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, why is he choosing French out of the 5 languages he speaks?
Because it's the prettiest language. Duh.
Wow.
Just gotta-
Am I right?
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
such attitude.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't feel like I should stay here anymore.
Bless you.
But I will. R-Truth versus Stardust. Hey, remember how R-Truth was in a feud and was winning matches? You remember that?
Talking to you.
Oh.
What is happening? What is happening over there?
I don't know.
She also doesn't know.
Someone help me.
Did you miss us?
We missed you.
No, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too.
Specifically.
Main
This
event.
guy, I don't know about this.
All right, that's fair. You and I are feuding in Alpha Omega Wrestling
Yes,
anyway.
we are.
Main event time. Kayfabe was just broken by that.
Completely.
Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. And hey, buddy.
Hi,
And
friend.
Cesaro's mystery partner turns out to be Dean Ambrose.
Great mystery partner.
Yeah, I didn't
I liked
expect
it.
it.
I was not expecting Ambrose. Okay, I was trying to think. Obviously, it's not Tyson Kidd because he's kind of hurt. It can't be Cena because he's hurt.
I thought it would be Cena. Yeah, that doesn't stop him. He just shows up all the time.
I Cena.
For his safety, I would hope it wasn't.
Didn't he have, was it the pectoral surgery and then he showed up later that day at Raw? It was that day or the same or the next day. Chat room, if you know about this, because that was a famous story.
It would
That,
have had to have been SmackDown the next day.
Because I know he came back from a surgery. He was supposed to be out for like 8 months, and he came back in like 3.
no, but he
Yeah.
went backstage to the show to be there that day of the
was
surgery.
Oh, that I don't know.
But if the chat room knows,
Can't remember.
please explain that story of Cena getting surgery and then showing up whenever that was.
He didn't, what else does that guy have to prove?
Nothing. This guy doesn't have to prove a damn thing to anyone.
Nothing. He could retire right out.
He could have retired 5 years ago.
Yeah. and he's easily has his own room in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Whether people like it or not, he deserves it.
I mean, it takes two people to make great matches, and how many great Blank versus Cena matches have there been?
7.
I think there's been more than 7.
Well, I was taking a guess. You asked.
Well, maybe this year might be 7 or so, because I mean there have been amazing. All 3 of the Owens matches. Hell, the one that we saw at Staples Center last week, Scott.
Oh my God, that was insane.
Yeah, just on the live event, Kevin Owens went through 2 tables stacked on each other, and they had like a 20-minute street fight.
Mm-hmm. And he had a broken finger the entire time.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how Cena can work, man.
Yeah. So Cesaro came out, or Ambrose came out as Cesaro's partner. Crazy tag team matches we would expect from these 4, and all different types of chaos at the end. Rollins gets clothesline over the top rope, and then Ambrose turns into a super kick by Owens. Owens sets him up for the pop-up powerbomb. However, Cesaro is the legal man, and Ambrose leaped over Owens. Cesaro catches Owens, rolls him up, gets the win. Cesaro, how about this, Corey? Cesaro wins a main event on SmackDown.
Never looked better winning.
Because he never wins in a main event on SmackDown.
He looks really good.
Yeah.
I like his red.
Hey, look. Yeah.
Are you still
How about the
talking
match?
About what are we talking about?
I was talking about the match.
I know what you're talking about.
I know. I'm talking
What
about.
is she talking about?
I'm talking about him. He's great.
And now has a feud with Kevin Owens. And I know we mentioned it last week, but I'll say it again this week. That match is going to steal SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that.
That's gonna be a great one.
But yeah, he's talented too.
So that's how SmackDown goes off the air, but we do have some more news and gossip that we gotta get into.
News and gossip.
News and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So first off,
Wait. Let me interrupt the news real
please.
quick, because King Rod or Die for Life said Cena broke his neck in the SummerSlam match against Batista in 2008 and returned right after surgery to the next show. So he broke his neck at SummerSlam and then appeared at Raw backstage.
but he wasn't on camera.
No,
But
he showed
still,
up to the show
you
and
should-
everybody's
you
like,
can-
"What are you doing? You just had surgery." He's like, "Yep."
That's
Just coming to check it out.
insane.
Yeah.
It's also King Rod or Die for Life's birthday.
Happy birthday, King Rod.
He was
Happy
looking
birthday.
for a shout out, so here we go.
There it is.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Thanks for tuning
I
in.
was about to say you should do it. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he wants it from you.
No, we all did it. That's
Well, we
even
did,
better.
but
That's even better.
you're his favorite, I'm sure.
No.
Hey, you don't know. You don't know.
You can't compete with that. Look at her.
No.
All right. Well, news. WWE Network numbers just came out.
7.
The report. Close.
Oh.
Actually, it's pretty close. So after WrestleMania, worldwide there was 1.327 million subscribers to WWE Network. As of June 30th, there are now 1.156 million. They have lost nearly 200,000 subscribers in the last 3 months.
That's crazy.
That's not good.
No, it's not.
Well, they make it pretty easy to share accounts.
Yeah.
How many
That's
people?
true.
Does anybody have anybody piggybacking off of their account?
No, I'm selfish.
I got like 5 people on mine.
I'm sharing Tom's. Hi, Tom.
There
you go.
There you go. What up, Tom
There it
Tom?
I'm paying for mine, but I'm letting like 5 people use it.
So you got that, and then you just keep constantly having this free month after free month after free month after free month. So some people will jump into that and then leave, and then other people who have been subscribed since day one are like, why are we not getting any thank yous for being loyal? And they're leaving.
That's their fault. They didn't leave then to start taking advantage of the free months. I left twice.
I took the
I don't
first
have it right now.
2 free weeks
You can
when it
piggyback.
first showed up.
Yeah, I
piggyback. Actually,
Yeah.
number 6.
I signed up the day it came out, and I've been loyal and never signed off.
But
because
you're
I also have no
complaining
life.
about it now.
I'm not complaining.
Why didn't we get thank yous? Why didn't we get a gift
Well,
basket?
when I'm seeing a free
How
month
funny
after
sounds
free
like.
month after free month, it's like I never got a free month, and I'm paying every month for it.
I've used a few free months.
Because they're enticing the new people. You have to be a new user to get that. You can't
Yeah.
just drop off and get it again. You have to be a new user with a new credit card, new person.
Plus, they have to give more people reason to keep it.
Yeah.
After a certain point, once you watch, wrestling fans are usually from certain eras. So once the Attitude Era, people came in and watched all the stuff they wanted to watch. They went away again. Mm-hmm. Once
It's true.
You know, what you see, what you want to see, it's kind of like, okay, well, I mean, they have original programming, but
If ebbs and flows, and
what I
Raw
was
isn't
thinking.
on there. Like
Yeah.
that's huge. Raw not being on the network on Monday night, that's gigantic.
huge.
If that were on the network, their subscriber rate would just jump right through the roof.
But that's
skyrocket.
because USA and Sky Sports won't let them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
But that is a huge thing. The prime weekly show not being available on the network. Why are you gonna get it? They'll still pay for cable.
yep.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
it.
it is cheaper than how we used to do paying $60 for every pay-per-view. So
Right. And I also find it very weird how WWE will also plug Hulu.
Yeah.
You know, they're plugging their network, saying it's just like Netflix. And then, oh, this is brought to you by Hulu. You can watch Raw and SmackDown on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not on our own network.
Nope.
You can watch it a month later
Yeah.
in full, but that's a month later.
that's kind of silly, actually, when you think about it. Just not being able to see Raw.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
That's a big deal.
If they could do what the NFL does and at least have a replay the next day,
Yeah.
but they won't do that, or well, USA probably still won't allow them to do that, even though after USA shows it the first time, I don't really see the value in it again. But I know there are networks that have replays and stuff, and they make money off of that. But at the same time, the NFL can. I think their deal is games that start that morning you can watch at 4 or 5 o'clock that evening. And granted, sports is something it's kind of a live event. You have to watch it. You want to be part of it when it's happening. But then, let's say if you don't get to see it, watching the replay the very same day is the next best thing. Mm-hmm. Now, watching it a month later, I don't care anymore. I've already read. I know what's happened. Read everything.
Yeah.
Downloaded it. All kinds of different options.
So yeah, network needs to think of something quickly if they're losing viewers per quarter. Other bit of news and gossip is the fact that Layla, former WWE Women's Champion, has announced that she is now retired.
You know, it's funny, when I first read this briefly, it alerted on my iPad, and it was in the morning, and I thought it said Lana, and I'm like, what? And I said Layla, I was like, oh, okay.
Then you're like, cool.
Wow.
With it. She was like,
I mean, no,
yeah.
she's great, but they haven't
she
really
hasn't-
done much with her.
Well, the last couple of years they haven't done, again, in between injury and just not really finding the right spot for her. But she really was in one of the most entertaining diva things in the last 10 years with Lay Cool.
Did you just say diva things?
Well, like diva,
One of the
you know,
most
segment-
entertaining diva things.
I mean, well, I don't know what you want me to. What would
You're
you call
suspended.
it? What would you
That
call it?
was sexist.
What would you call it?
he can call
Angles, storylines.
Okay, diva storyline.
television segments?
Diva storyline.
Gosh, Hogan, get it together.
I can make a terrible joke to you right now, and I'm being
I
good.
know.
I'm being a good boy.
Aren't you a bad boy?
Thank you, Alexis, for applauding me for that.
Heal it up.
Talk about the diva thing.
Yes. Well, Lay
That's what I
Cool,
think.
Michelle McCool and Layla. I was really entertained by that. She is a former women's champion. She's been around for a long time. She was a Diva Search winner,
Yeah.
and easily the longest tenured superstar or diva that got there by winning a contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've always liked her. You know, was she the best wrestler? No, but she always had a good presence. I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her story with Michelle McCool and Mickie James. I even liked it when they brought her back for that little bit with Fandango. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, it's good that they're using her again. But I'm gonna miss Layla because she's purty too.
I mean,
It seems so insincere.
I know.
I'm sorry that you find that insincere.
She's pretty.
She's also pretty. She was very attractive.
You're
Former
going
Miami Heat
so
dancer.
high pitch right now. She's attractive. I like her.
Miami Heat dancer.
Hey guys, how's it going?
You should talk to her this way.
I should. That'd be great.
The fact that
She might block you on
you guys
Twitter, but
sounded
I back
exactly
blocked
alike
her.
right there. Anyway,
Us pasty boys got to stick together.
like matched his tone
Yeah.
perfectly.
And then, of course, there is one more.
Well, she got out injury-free, which is great.
Yeah.
Like, she's not broken. She's not crippled for life. It's none of that. I assume she's doing okay, and she got out when she could, which is great. So
And it sounds like she wants to settle down and maybe try to start a family. Kudos to you.
I think she made the right move at this point. I felt like I don't know her, obviously, but I'm curious to see, like, how she felt not really being utilized in the division.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, she's been there a long time. She's, almost, how old is she? I think
She was the oldest. She was in her, my chat roll froze.
37, 38?
They said 37.
37. Yeah, so she's 37, been there a long time. Hopefully made some good money, hopefully saved some good money. And yeah, I mean, if you're not going to be used, I mean, a lot of people don't want to say it, but at least she was still collecting a paycheck.
Yeah,
so
true.
it's one of those things.
Yeah.
I don't see her drawing the money on the indies that a lot of the other people would draw if they left. And they can still kind of, they're not going to make that money, but they can supplement it and make, okay money. So
AJ in the chat says Layla, the longest active WWE female overall. Natty's the longest WWE female without getting injured. And Lillian's the longest WWE female of all time.
Well, Lillian doesn't wrestle.
yeah.
And how do you know Natalia's never been injured?
I don't know.
I'm sure she's been injured at some point.
My name's not AJ.
Well, AJ, how do you know these things?
There we
Clearly,
go.
her finger wasn't broken.
Clearly, she never had a broken finger.
Yeah, she'd be out on the shelf for months.
And then I had one more selfish piece of news and gossip. Yes.
Tell us more about yourself.
Okay. Well, I will because
I've ordered new shirts.
That is what it is, isn't it?
it's not that I've ordered new Rose shirts per se, but now everyone at home could order themselves a Christian Rosenberg shirt because my pro wrestling tee store is officially open.
He badgered them
as
enough.
of today. As of today, I bribed them enough. Thank you, studio audience. You can go to prowrestlingtees.com/Christian Rosenberg.
Free can of soup with every order.
Paid for by Scott Narver.
Can of soup.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why, but sure, Scott's going to pay a can of soup. But seriously, everyone remembers that a few months ago I had a double hernia surgery, and now I have my medical bills. So
Wow, you're very open here.
I've talked about
Cut
it
to
before.
the footage of the surgery right now. Let's cut to that.
It's cut straight.
I've brought it up. I've brought it up plenty of times
I might have
before.
not been around.
I guess not. Well, yeah, but now
Is that
I have
first
my
date
medical
material?
bills. Huh?
Is that first date material?
First day material?
Hi, I've had a double hernia surgery.
Is that why I've never had a second date?
I don't know.
If you look closely, you'll see his double hernia surgery, but in absence of a broken finger.
I've never broken a finger. I've dislocated the shoulder.
Yeah, still not a broken finger.
All right. But yeah, if you guys want to buy a Christian Rosenberg shirt and help me pay my medical bills, that would mean a lot to me.
Do you have like a slogan or something? Or
There are a couple shirts, and I can make more designs as well. If people want to try to submit designs, they're more than welcome to.
You don't want them to do that.
I would get to pick what goes up there.
Oh,
but
that's no fun.
Takes the fun out of
But
it.
I got a shirt, that's got with like the roses and thorns and all that stuff on it, and then of course I have a Rosenberg above hate. Because John Cena had his Rise above hate, and I'm Rosenberg above hate, apparently. So, yeah, if you guys want to go to that'd be awesome. But we got to wrap this baby up. So, in the meantime, you can continue the chat with us on the various forms of social media. Kaori, how can people reach out to you?
You can follow me at KAORIOUS. That's Kaori's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere.
Scott.
Just not home.
You can listen to my comedy wrestling podcast, Curtain Jerks, available on iTunes and SoundCloud. This week, Rockstar Spud is back on the podcast, and you can follow me on Twitter at Curtain Jerks.
Rome.
Cool. It's Rome the Ruler everywhere, as always. You guys can find me in numerous gyms, rings, and comedy clubs around Los Angeles whenever, because I'm always at one of those three.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Real Rosenberg, Instagram at The Real Rosenberg. Again, prowrestlingtees.com/Christian Rosenberg, and support our hashtag NX team by one of their shirts at shop.spreadshirt.com/SoapboxCarTV. Help them fund their way to get to New York for SummerSlam. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. For Kaori Takee, Scott Narver, and Ron Moore, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We will see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
I can't be Hulk anymore.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.